Like carbon, nitrogen has several major sinks or storage places: the atmosphere, plants and animals, soils and rocks, and the oceans. The atmosphere holds nearly all of the nitrogen on Earth. Here, it is in the form of two nitrogen atoms stuck together. Plants and animals use individual atoms of nitrogen, so it must be split in half before it can be used. This process is called nitrogen fixation. Most nitrogen fixation is done by bacteria. A little bit of it is done by lightning. Plants need nitrogen to grow. In fact, fertilizer and plant food have nitrogen in them. The plant holds onto the nitrogen it gets from the fertilizer or the soil, acting as a nitrogen sink. Animals get their nitrogen by eating plants. Animals return nitrogen to the soil in their waste. Nitrogen re-enters the soil when animals and plants die and decompose. But that nitrogen must be processed by bacteria before the next plant can use it. Some of the nitrogen in soil gets buried deep in the earth. From there, it can be reintroduced to the atmosphere during volcanic outgassing. Nitrogen from the soil can be picked up by rainwater. This water then runs into creeks and streams which lead to rivers, which lead eventually to the ocean. Some nitrogen in the ocean is good. It is used by ocean plants. Too much can cause problems. The natural nitrogen cycle has stayed balanced for millions of years. With industrialization, people began adding nitrogen practically everywhere. They add it to the atmosphere from the smokestacks of industry. They purposefully add it to the ground by fertilizing crops. Some of this fertilizer runs off into the lakes, rivers, and oceans, adding nitrogen there too. People have added nitrogen to the atmosphere, to plants, to the soil, and to the oceans.